Thing that is recording.
Yes.
Recording started. All right. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Madumiso Jesu Christo, Amen. Welcome to Catholic Chats with your Catholic sis, Anelile. Today I'm joined by one of my closest friends, Dr. Collin Pomkize from Pietermaritzburg. He's currently based in the Archdiocese of Johannesburg. I know Nhlaga, we grew up together in Bali at a parish called Logusa, which is in Imbali in Pietermaritzburg, and have really been close over the years. And I think one thing that's common within us is not only our love for God, but our shared joy in the Catholic Church. That has been transgressional in whatever we do, because wherever we've been and we've traveled, but wherever we are, we continue to ensure that we remain firm in our faith and firm in our church. So I thought it'd be an ideal guest for this portion of the YouTube channel, which is a little bit unusual, but I do think we'll enjoy it. So I don't want to say a lot more. I would actually like Nhlaga to come and introduce himself and the project that we're going to be speaking about. So welcome. What should we call you?
Whatever works for you, I'm happy.
Dr. Collin it is.
Yeah, Dr. Collin is fine. I mean, I worked for it, so that's fine.
Yes.
So greetings to your viewers. Thank you so much for having me on your platform. It's a great joy. And as you said, we've been friends for 20 years or thereabouts. More than, yeah, close to, somewhere there. And it's just been fantastic journeying in faith with you. So as you said, I'm based in the Archdiocese of Johannesburg. I'm a scientist. I did my PhD in the UK a few years ago. And ever since coming back from the UK, I've been based in the Archdiocese of Johannesburg. I love my faith. I love God. I've been involved in various ministries over the years, first being an altar server, then serving in liturgy, then serving in Acts in university when I was at Rhodes. I was the liturgy officer there. I was the chairperson there. I served on the Eastern Cape Provincial Acts Committee for a year. And, you know, serving has always been part of my form of expressing my faith. And it's been fantastic, you know, so far. But yeah, that's a very brief intro as to who I am. And I think we'll see more as we carry on.
Awesome, awesome. And it's Dr. Collin because he has a PhD in chemistry from Rhodes. It's from Rhodes, even though you studied.
No. It's from Oxford, but I got it through the Rhodes scholarship.
That's amazing. All right.
God's grace.
Yes. But that's now a topic for another, before I dwell on
another day.
I dwell on the chemistry. But that's also amazing. I also appreciate your time. And also, I've seen that you have been journeying through the Archdiocese. Now, we are from the Archdiocese of Durban. You've been in Grahamstown. Grahamstown is which diocese?
Port Elizabeth.
Yeah, bo. How far is Archdiocese in of Joburg in Gauteng? Which areas form part of it?
So it's quite a big area, and I'll show you a map just now. It covers everything south of Midrand, all the way down south to Vereniging van der Bijl Park, all the way west to Carltonville, and all the way east to Davidson, Benoni area. So it's quite an expansive area, and it has about 133 parishes.
133 parishes. I know here we have 75.
Yeah, excluding outstations. So that's just the main churches.
But now Pretoria is also an archdiocese, yeah? How Correct. Does that work? Do you know?
So it's just they've just separated, like I said, at the sort of Midrand line. Anything north of Midrand is Archdiocese of Pretoria, And Archdiocese of Pretoria also encompasses some parts of Mpumalanga, a small portion of the northwest, and it goes all the way from Midrand all the way north to Hammanskraal, if I'm not mistaken, all the way east to Abo Bronkhorstspruit and KwaNdebele and very remote rural areas that side, and as far east as Harties. I think Harties is also under Pretoria.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's
Huge.
very big.
Yeah, yeah.
And how many
Exactly.
deaneries are there in Joburg?
In Johannesburg, there are 8 deaneries, which cover all the geographical areas. The central deanery is the smallest, where the cathedral is. There's only 8 parishes in that one. But my deanery, my adopted home deanery, the Far East deanery, is it has about 22 parishes, and it stretches quite a large area of the far east of Gauteng. So all the way from Benoni to Brakpan to Heidelberg to Springs to Watema, Duduza, Nigel, quite a large area. And interestingly enough, that deanery is served exclusively, except for one parish, by religious congregations.
We're not going there today. We are not. That is
Yeah.
a topic for another day. All right.
Yeah.
So why did you initially start the great trek or this pilgrimage across the Archdiocese of Johannesburg? Did you know that it was that you were going to be how many years in it now?
So, yeah, that's a good question. I travel a lot. I being based in the Far East Rand, majority of my friends live in central Johannesburg or in Pretoria. And I would find myself sometimes on weekends, if I go and spend the weekend with a friend, I'll be closer to a parish in their area than my own home parish, Kwatsema. And I found myself starting to visit those parishes, like, oh, okay, Sunday I should go to Mass. I want to go to Mass. And it's easier to just go to the one nearest to where my friend lives. And over time, I realized, hang on, actually, I've seen quite a few parishes. Let's see what it is like to visit the rest of them. And that sort of pilgrimage idea came from a book I read, written by a psychologist. I can't remember her name now, but the book was called The Power of Fun, which was a book that primarily emphasized the importance of having fun in the things that you do. And I've always enjoyed church. I've always enjoyed traveling. So I said to myself, well, I don't really do much on weekends. Why don't I actually use this time to, one, deepen my faith by exploring the diocese, but two, get to go and visit all the parishes in the Archdiocese of Johannesburg and see what I can learn, what I can observe, what's new, or well, no, not what's new, but like, how do people in this particular place worship God? Yes, our faith is one, but there'll be different flavors that people will sort of introduce to how they celebrate their faith. And I, for sure, have enjoyed myself thoroughly so far.
Wow, all right. And what have been, before we get into it, what has been a surprisingly joyous moment and also a surprisingly disappointing moment?
Ooh.
Not lessons, not the lessons that we will talk about
Yeah.
later.
Okay. Surprisingly joyous moments has just been connecting with people. I'm an introvert. I won't lie. I love just going, being in the background, doing what I'm doing, and leaving. But I've been so surprised at how happy it's made me to just interact with fellow Catholics, um, not just on a superficial level, but like I've developed some really good friendships and relationships through my pilgrimage in various parishes. Not everywhere, of course, and that's okay. But in some parishes, I've met some amazing people who have really taken time to get to know me, understand what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. And, I've got their numbers now. I can send them a message and say, hey, do you want to hang out? Let's go for coffee or something. So that's been a really beautifully surprising moment for me. Um, as I mean, I won't say there's been any sad moments or any disappointing moments. I think, yeah, I think it's more lessons. I don't think there've been any disappointing moments per se. The most disappointing, perhaps, is getting to a parish and finding that the time advertised was wrong. And then I get there to either an empty church or the mass is already halfway through. So I've always been like, man, I really wish, things were better communicated or better advertised for people to come to mass.
I hear that. That can be quite disappointing. And I mean, just like the language has been okay. I mean, when I was in Nigeria, I really struggled with, even if it was English mass, but because the singing is in Vernac or another African language,
Yeah,
have you learned or have you always known or the English or isiZulu? Because I mean, Johannesburg, there's no language of Johannesburg. We're
exactly.
all just
Yeah.
there. How has that been? How's that been?
So it's been interesting. I mean, it is a very linguistically rich area. You can separate the parishes according to various levels, right? So you'll have your suburban parishes, your township parishes, your inner city parishes, and depending on where you end up going or where it is sort of geospatially, you'll end up having to accommodate that particular language. So, I mean, English, I've always known the English Mass since varsity days because the church in Grahamstown was primarily English, so that was fine. And thankfully, due to being exposed to acts and roads, at roads, I learned some of the hymns in Sesotho, in Setswana, a couple of Chichewa and other African languages. So having then to move to Johannesburg, which is in the township parishes, a mixture of Zulu, Sotho, some parishes of Xhosa, it hasn't been difficult, thankfully. And I bought the books. The nice thing about our faith is that you can look at your Zulu book, you can look at the Sotho book, and you can see what's going on in this one by seeing what's happening in this one. So thankfully, that hasn't been a massive issue for me. I think the difficulty comes from when I have to just listen to a priest preaching Kasisuthu. And I'm like, oh no, what are you saying here? Now I'm lost. I'm sorry. I'll pick up a word here or there, but other than that, it's chai for me. But the nice thing about Johannesburg as well is that there are so many languages. Like there's churches which cater for Portuguese. There's churches that cater for German-speaking communities, for the French community, for the Croatian community, for the Polish community. There's a Korean one. So, it's so beautiful that we're expressing our faith universally in our own home languages, though. So even if I go to a Korean one, I won't be lost. I know what's happening. I might not know what the homily says, but I know what the priest is doing. I know what the parishioners are doing.
I know the readings. I know the order
I'm
of
good.
mass. I'm good.
Exactly. Yeah.
That is so beautiful. I think above all else, that is the real joy of the universal church. And I think we really
100%.
downplay it. And we always like to stick to our niche language or our niche space. I mean, because we grew up in the same parish, which was only isiZulu, and we had only isiZulu songs and priests, or the priest would have to speak isiZulu.
Yeah.
Then I moved to Joburg and had to learn the English mass because in UKZN we still did isiZulu mass, right? Because it's still KZN, and we're quite dominant in that. We made sure to say, hey, even if you preach in English, but the songs, yes, everything else is in isiZulu. So that's it's such a joy. It's such a joy because even when you don't know what on earth is happening, but you see the procession of gifts, like, okay, this is where we are. You see the proclaimers, like, all right, this is where we are, and you can go on your app and just be like, this is the reading, or prepare prior. I think,
exactly.
yes, I do think maybe it's a laziness that a lot of people have, that it's just easier to go to your church down the streets, with the people you know, and
Exactly.
the language you know, and the songs and the hymns that you know. So I do
Exactly.
think it's admirable because a lot of people will not do that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it before we talk about everything else.
So let me
So out
let
of
me
the
share my
133,
slides.
how many
Mhm.
have you been to?
So let me share, and you'll tell me if you can see things clearly here.
That's
So
perfect.
right. So it says here that I've been on this journey since 2019. It's actually been a bit longer. The first time I ever came to the Archdiocese of Johannesburg was in 2015, I think, when I came to visit some relatives, Bahlala Soweto, Epimville. So the first parish I encountered in Johannesburg was St. Peter Claver in Pimville, and it was amazing. I loved it, and it was a real joy to be there. Now my slides are not moving. Come now. There we go. So you were asking me earlier about the map of Johannesburg.
Yo,
Oh,
Nhlaga, that's a lot.
it's a lot. It's a lot.
What are the codes? What are these codes? The
Okay.
green?
So the green ones are all the parishes that I've been to. The red ones are parishes that I'm still to visit. The purple that you see there, those are parishes which have unfortunately closed. There's two of them that have closed down. And then there's two orange ones there. Those orange ones are parishes that I've seen. I've just not gone to mass there. I just know where they are, right?
Okay.
So I've done 115 parishes so far.
That's hung.
Yeah.
So the 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 20. That is okay.
Yeah. But so, like I said before, between 2019 and say maybe mid or early 2023, I was just doing them because I'm nearby. I wasn't doing it intentionally. It wasn't a pilgrimage at the time.
Right.
Only from parish number 15, I think, which was in May of 2023, did I say to myself, actually, let's intentionally go and visit these parishes. Let's go find the mass times, find the locations, and actually go there. And you know, I'm a researcher. I wanted to make sure that I plan everything, that I've got my methodology right, that I know where I'm going every Sunday. So I've
Imai,
got a whole
that's what
list.
type A or type B gonj.
I'm a type A, definitely type A.
Then I must be type B. I'm the other one that's not so organized.
No, I love having structure. So this map as well was a part of that, which let me actually find them on a map first. Let me literally use Google Maps to walk the streets and see that the church is there. What kind of road is it? Do I need to prepare? Because my car is not the biggest car in the world. I can't be driving in Opokwini, you know, for too long.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, it's been a really beautiful journey of putting this together and then visiting. So and this is a list of the parishes by deanery that I've visited. This thing keeps going back. So you can see the Far East, it's actually 21 parishes. I've finished the Far East deanery. I've finished the East deanery. I've almost finished the North deanery. There's two parishes left there. Central I've done, South I've completed, Southwest I'm almost done. That's three more parishes left of Soweto. West Rand, Nakhona, I've got three parishes left. And then the difficult one for me to visit is the Vaal, because the Vaal is far from
It's
wherever
far.
you are. It's far.
The Vaal, you see it when you're coming home.
Yes. It's far, you know, so I really have to
It's a
push hard
greater
for that one
investment.
yeah. And I mean, sometimes I'd actually have to go the night before, sleep there, or like sleep in a B&B close to the parish so that I don't like wake up at the crack of dawn to drive in like, especially in winter. So I've done that a
Yeah.
few times. Yeah, but it's been fun.
Yep, let's see.
Okay, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave this to play the rest of the slides. It's gonna show like each parish that I've been to for like 5 seconds.
Okay.
I think. So yeah, like I said, the first one I did was actually 2012, not 2015. And then yeah, but let that just play in the background and we can carry on chatting. Unless it's going too fast. I don't know.
It is going very fast.
Yeah.
But I'm also just like, oh
It's
no.
20 minutes, it's 20 minutes long.
Okay. No. We need to go through each one.
Each one. Okay. All right. That's
Okay,
fine.
like
That's we can. We can. We can absolutely do that. I'm just going to then have to manually move through, which is fine.
okay.
Okay.
What I'll do is ask for this and then I can just play it with some music on the channel.
You
Yabo?
can do that as well. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are at Our Lady of Mercy in Springs. Is this not by your place? Didn't we come here at that
Yes, we
time?
did. Yes, back in 2019 when I first moved here. So yeah, this was the parish closest to where I used to live. I used to walk there because I didn't have a car. It was a good 2 kilometer walk, but it was nice. Springs is a beautiful town. And it's a beautiful parish that is managed by the Dominicans. Yeah, it's a lovely community. And I spent
It's beautiful.
pre-COVID. This was pre-COVID. I was here.
Yeah. So I came to visit and I definitely remember us attending mass here.
Yeah.
It was mixed mass. It was English mass. It was
It was
mixed.
English, but there was some Vernac singing as well.
That's the best for me. You know, when the mass is in English, but the singing is at least in which other language. I love it.
Yeah.
But also like English hymns are not bad if we sing them in our way.
Fair, fair. As long as we sing them, that's for me. We must sing. Unfortunately, sometimes our white Catholic churches, and I'll call a spade a spade. We don't sing in those churches sometimes.
Yeah, we recite.
We recite, or we just play some music on a speaker, and then we listen to that instead of singing, which is quite
I've been
sad.
in one of those. I did not enjoy that.
It's
Where
not
there's a
nice.
speaker.
Yes, no, it's not the one.
No.
It's not the one. So that's my
Okay.
one critique. All right, so I mean, there's another parish in Springs
It's
I used to go to
beautiful.
sometimes.
You know what we also need?
What's going on?
Inspirations, like building inspirations, because the architecture and the designs and things like that are actually something to be, that's something worth
Absolutely.
Actually.
Absolutely.
Maybe
So,
maybe in Durban. Never mind before I commit to things.
so one of the things that I want to do after I finish this pilgrimage is just write, that's not a book or anything, like an essay or a reflection on various things that I've observed. So one of them is the architecture. And you can sort of gauge, when a parish was built by looking at its architecture and where it is exactly. So you have a lot of old churches from like 1800s, early 1900s, very ornate, very, intentionally built. Then, unfortunately, you have a period where, because of apartheid, a lot of the churches were being built quickly because of the mass movements of people out of urban areas. So, Emma now, a lot of churches in Johannesburg are celebrating between 60 and 75 years now, because that's when they were built, during the movement of people to those particular areas. And unfortunately, not a lot of them are very beautiful. Some have been able to renovate and add some more sort of old classical beauty, but a lot of them are also still just functional churches, which is fine. It's beautiful, but you can tell that it was built in a hurry, or it was not built sort of with beauty as being the main focus.
An essay, a book, and And a journal article, please.
No, I cannot commit to that.
I feel like we can, through St. John Vianney, through any
Maybe.
institution,
Fair. Yeah, that's true.
because or maybe we need to find out where our research is being published and we can publish it like that.
The only problem is that I don't have any ethical clearance to publish on this, because
We can hustle 1-2 ethical. Anyway, okay, still in spring, St. Catherine's.
I'm just gonna try and keep moving this. So now is the cathedral. The cathedral is absolutely gorgeous.
The Cathedral of Christ the King.
Yeah, sorry, this thing keeps moving. I don't know how to stop it, but give me a second. Let me just disable that.
Slideshow.
And let me share this again, and at least now I can share it manually. So the Cathedral of Christ the King, it recently celebrated 65 years in its current form. And it's truly a marvel. It's spectacular. It's huge. It has an amazing pipe organ. The stained glass windows when you're celebrating Mass there is just magical. And yeah, I love it. I really love it.
Is this where Father Lawrence is?
This is where Father Lawrence is the administrator, correct? Yes.
What is the drama about the chair?
No, there's no drama of the chair. It's just that with the new bishop, Cardinal Stephen Brislin, they thought to maybe just revamp the actual seat of the bishop. And so they got a quotation and they got a new chair made, which is really nice. It fits the aesthetic of the sanctuary here very nicely. And it's the seat of the bishop, so it needs to be something significant, right? And so they got the chair, they put his coat of arms on it, and so only he can sit in there. And it's absolutely beautiful. I think it's something that is not very commonly shared out there, maybe because a lot of cathedrals already have these cathedrals and no one's getting new ones. But I think just because of the hype around, a new bishop, let's get a new chair. And it was sort of also in the period roughly around Pope Francis's death. There were a lot of eyes on the Catholic Church. So any small change is like, oh, what's this now? Why do you have a big chair with
now?
So I think it's been a beautiful lesson in sort of sharing bits and pieces of our tradition with the wider world, and even with ourselves as Catholics, because we don't always know what certain things mean.
Yes, that's very true. That's very true. That's some of the work that I enjoy doing.
Exactly.
All right, 65 years, still looking gorgeous.
It's
beautiful.
Amazing. Then we have Holy Trinity in Braamfontein.
This is my parish when I lived in Marshalltown.
Exactly.
This is where I used to.
It's still running away from me. No, go back. I don't know why. What did I do? Wait, I thought I told it not to. Okay. Apply to all. No, stop. No timing. Wait, let me just do this. Sorry. I'm editing live here.
It's all right.
Let me go back to Holy Trinity. Holy Trinity is beautiful. It's a gorgeous parish. It's one of the older parishes. I think
here they were playing the music. They were not singing. I think there was one old lady.
Yeah,
there was one old lady singing when I was there.
Really? No, they're one of the parishes which has a dedicated organist. He plays most Sundays, but it might depend which mass you went to, because they've got 3 Sunday masses during term time. They've got a 7 o'clock, a 9:30, and a 4 p.m. for the students. But the 9:30 is like a high mass, if I can say it. The organist plays, and there's very solemn, very beautiful. I love going here on Easter Sunday because I really want that old school organ, music, and the organist really does a great job.
And the aesthetic of the church is that, hey, it looks like a Catholic church in your mind.
Exactly.
It looks like the movies. It looks like
Looks like Sister
everything.
Acts, exactly. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Pope just appeared here because, wow,
Yes. And it's
it's such a beautiful
only,
church.
okay, so it was not built in 97, I'm
No,
sure.
no, no. It
Or
was
here, 1937.
1937, correct, yeah. So whenever
Golden
I visit a
oldie.
church, yeah, whenever I visit a church, I try to take a nice picture of the sanctuary where the altar is. I take a picture of the building as much as I possibly can, and anything else that's interesting. But I really do love taking pictures of these foundation stones, just so we know how old is this church and who was
Yes,
the
and
bishop
who
that
blessed
built
it?
it. Exactly.
Yes.
So you learn a lot of
Beautiful.
history of the diocese by doing that.
Of course, the OMIs
The
was,
OMIs built Johannesburg. They really built Johannesburg. Um, we would be not where we are without them. We thank the Oblates.
and that is the Oblate of Mary Immaculate.
Exactly.
Because
Just not to
sometimes we
confuse
think
it with other
everyone knows.
Oblates. Fair, fair, fair.
Yes,
Exactly.
the OMIs are indeed close to my heart because Isgodlo Sabo is right here. Ngasekhaya.
Yeah.
Okay, where we
So
now?
we are now in Rivonia, and there we go.
Our
This is
Lady
Our
of
Lady of Lourdes
Lords.
in Rivonia.
It's
This
beautiful.
It's a newish building. It's an old church, but a new building.
It looks very
Um,
hip and happening.
it is quite. It's very big. The parish priest who built it recently passed away, actually. Um, but the church, they still have the old church building. It's just that they bought more property and then they built the new church. And the old church was what's the word? Unblessed. I can't remember what the word is. And now they use it as a hall. Um, but the main church itself is beautiful and it's a really nice cosmopolitan parish.
You
Um,
can tell
yeah,
it's giving 2K.
yeah, exactly. Like you get people from all walks of life. You get diplomats who live in the Santon Rivonia area. You get the average Joes like me who visit once in a while. You get everyone, and it's a
Okay.
home for.
My mom's best friend's sister or daughter,
Yeah.
Basondala,
Okay,
and I think they have numerous masses. It's
they
like
do.
a institution. It's like
Yeah,
run like a multinational global institute.
100%, hundred
Now I
percent.
see
So
it. It's
there's there's
beautiful.
there's a Saturday evening mass. There's a Sunday morning 7:30, Sunday morning 9:30, Sunday evening 5. Um, and the website is
And one
awesome.
priest?
One priest, yeah,
Woo!
surprisingly, but he does get assisting priests coming to celebrate some masses as well. I don't think he does all four on a Sunday. It's not. That would be very horrible for him.
Yeah, and I don't think they're allowed to do that.
Yeah, yeah, true. Actually,
I think it's
canonically,
3
three. Yeah,
unless something, something. Okay.
exactly. Yeah. So that's Rivonia. After Rivonia was Our Lady of Sorrows in Nigel. Now, there are some churches that I don't have sort of all the pictures of because these are the sort of pre-intentional visits. So
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So like
Washu
this one,
touch.
um, so I've been to the mass there. This was also just after COVID restrictions eased up. I went to visit this parish. It is really cute and small and intimate, but the faith is alive and beautiful there. So
Cool.
that's in the far
Nigel.
east strand. Then we have Rudderpoort on the far side of the west strand.
Our
Another
Lady of
beautiful
Peace.
Our Lady of
Yes,
Peace.
Siyamuthanda Maria Nkosi.
And ugcwele yonke indawo eGoli,
Right?
ugcwele. Because
Our
of the
Lady of
Oblates.
Peace.
Exactly.
Of course. See, it's all
Yeah.
coming together.
It's all coming together. Exactly.
Okay, it looks
Um,
very modern also inside.
it
Or it
has
looks
been
like it was a
revamped.
hall.
It's been revamped. It recently celebrated its 120th anniversary. Not of the building,
120.
yeah, not of the building, but Catholic community in that area. The church building itself, I'm not sure how old it is, but it's been around. and it's a beautiful parish.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's Our Lady of Peace, reports. Then this is my adopted home parish.
Cristo Inkosi Catholic
Yes,
Church
yes,
in Guatemala. Okay,
in Guatemala.
Guatemala.
Yeah. So this
What's
is what
mass?
this.
Yeah, isiZulu, Sesotho.
It's a mixed. So the parish priest is of Sotho origin, but he mixes it up. We have English, we have Sotho, we have Zulu, we have whatever. But everyone participates fully in whatever language is being celebrated in. It's a lovely community. It's quite big. I think on a Sunday we have easily over 400 or 500 people. So it's a really dynamic parish. I was just there this morning, because of my visitations of my pilgrimage, I only get to go there like once a month or once every 2 months. So I always make it an effort to go home and see my people. Okay, so
See
that's
my people,
yeah,
1953. Okay.
yeah, yeah. And it celebrated its 70th anniversary a couple of years ago. So right
Dangane.
there. Then we have St. Lambert in Davidson, next to Benoni, another beautiful parish, quite new. You can see it was only built in 2015. It's a really the mass that I went to here was a special mass for the cause of the Hyams, which is a couple here in Johannesburg who are being presented as being potential future saints. And so that mass was a mass to just celebrate their contribution to the faith and to the good works that they started in working with mentally handicapped children in the area. And so that's the first time that I went there. Beautiful church, very lively community. There's some videos on TikTok from this parish that are really cool, especially when the Sacred Heart Sodality was visiting.
Saint
Okay.
Lambert in
Yes,
Davidson. Okay.
in Davidson. Again,
Now
this is
here's a Catholic church.
right. The outside of it is like, whoa, amazing. It's a beautiful old building in the heart of Brakpan, St. John the Baptist. Again, this is still pre my intentional visits.
Yeah.
So again, I only have a picture of the outside, and I couldn't not take this picture. It's beautiful,
It
right?
is beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It just raises your heart to the Lord.
Is that a bell in there?
I don't know. I think so. I don't remember if they
There
rang
better
it.
be a bell.
There better be a bell. You know me and bells. I love bells. So yeah,
We
that was a
need that
lovely.
culture of bells. You
We
know,
do. We
La
do.
eThekwini Emmanuel Cathedral. So right next to the Emmanuel Cathedral, Connie Dennis Hurley Center. That
Yeah.
is not necessarily run by Catholics, but it is our center. But we've
Yeah.
hired like professionals to run it.
Yeah.
And it prides itself in being working with other religions, so ecumenism work,
Mm.
social cohesion work is happening in the Dennis Hurley Center. So now
Yeah.
on Fridays, there's a mosque also,
Okay.
right,
Okay.
close by.
Yeah.
So I think next door. So the mosque, at the mosque, obviously on Fridays, there's a call
Yes.
to prayer.
Yes.
Our acting administrator, Father Nkazmulo Shange, was like, never that, we are going to bring back the
The
Angelus
bells.
bell.
I mean, isn't it
We are
beautiful to
bringing
have them
back
that
the Angelus bell
both sounds?
intentionally. Yes,
Yeah.
izokhala and iyakhala. I
And
haven't been haven't been around, but I was like, I love it. Yayicimelweni in the beginning. Like,
exactly, but
how did
yeah,
we
no,
forget?
let's always celebrate our faith, and for them to ring at the same time. I think I saw a video in of Jerusalem at some point. You have the churches ringing their bells while there's the Muslim call to prayer being broadcast, and it's just this beautiful symphony coming together to worship God, in our own ways, but to worship. And I'm just like, more of that.
More of that. More
More
of
of that,
that.
please. Exactly. Okay, so Brakpan. Then this is where I think the intentional visit started at this parish. And it's a beautiful parish. It's a gorgeous parish, very busy. It has 5 Sunday masses. One on Saturday
Church
nights.
of the Blessed Sacraments.
Yeah. It's a really beautiful, big church. Also oblate run. And it's in a, unfortunately, the area itself is sort of, how things change over time. It's sort of decayed, the area, but the church itself is still a beacon of light and hope in that area. So I loved it. I think after this is where I started taking pictures inside the parishes. And I do try my best not to take pictures of people because of the Poppy Act and all of that stuff, but sometimes, they get caught in the picture. But that's fine. They'll forgive me.
They will.
So then here we are, St. Patrick's in Benoni, beautiful parish, English Mass. It's an older community, not many young people, but it's a very active parish, and it's celebrated 100 years a couple of years ago. So the church has been around for a while, in Johannesburg.
100 years.
Yeah, exactly. I just love the stained glass window. I don't have it in these pictures, but they have some amazing stained glass windows around the building, which if you go to a certain time of mass, like the lights will shine in a different way, and it's just, the atmosphere is gorgeous.
Wow.
Then you have, so I went to this one on one day. The next day I went to this church, which was St. Dominic's in Boksburg, another very imposing building. You can see the bricks.
It's lovely.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. This one is managed and run by the Franciscans at the moment. Again, it's a very beautiful parish. You remember there was an explosion of a truck a few years ago around Christmas in Boksburg.
No.
Where there was a truck. I don't know if it was a gas truck or a petrol truck or something.
Okay. Yes. I remember that incident.
Exactly. So some of the stained glass windows of this church were actually damaged by that blast because it's not too far from where that truck exploded.
Explosion.
Yeah. But thankfully they were able to repair them and get back into working order. But another gorgeous parish.
Very beautiful, those windows.
Exactly. Then you have St. Mother Teresa in Crystal Park. It's a newer parish. You can see 2014. Beautifully done inside. You can see from the outside that it was a parish built quickly, but it was built nicely. It's very sturdy, it's very strong. The altar inside is massive and beautiful. It's a
I'm
small
still on
community.
St. Dominic. Okay, now we're here. No, now I'm here.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. White altar, lovely.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's new?
It's relatively new, 2014.
It's as old as my baby.
Yeah, so it's a lovely parish. He's not new. Yeah, it's a small parish community, but a very lively one. I used to go here for weekday mass on Wednesdays after work because it was the closest parish to where I lived. Literally like 3 minutes drive and I'm here. So.
Okay, but you just chose what's him.
Well, I remember I've moved around in Gauteng a bit now, so.
True that. Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
But yeah, Guatemala is still home.
Love it.
Okay, so let's go to the next one.
Outside, it looks like a hall.
It looks like a hall outside, but when you walk inside, it's an unmistakably Catholic church. Yeah.
Our Lady of Loreto.
Yes. In Kempton Park.
I've never heard of the Lady of Loreto.
It's an interesting story, that one. Look it up. It's a very interesting story.
I will.
Where that Our Lady of Loreto comes from. I went here on a Saturday. I didn't go on a Sunday yet. I actually still do need to go back on a Sunday. Because what in this journey of what I've been doing is I try to go to the church on a Sunday just to get a flavor of what the people do on a Sunday in a normal Sunday mass. If you go
Yeah.
during the week, it's going to be slightly diluted because you don't have the singing, you don't have this, you don't have that. But
Yes.
I mean, I love the Gloria, so I always want to go and sing the Gloria if it's possible, if it's outside of Advent and Lent. But at this parish, I went on a Saturday, but it was a full, beautiful mass. And
I
some
like those
close,
lights. It looks beautiful inside.
yeah, the lights over here are very interesting. A close friend of mine's parents go to this parish, so yeah, I need to go back and visit them again.
I do not like a clothed Jesus.
To each their own. I won't comment on that.
I do not like it.
You want him on the cross, like stretched out in the
Yebo.
loincloth. Aye,
Yebo.
okay.
I want uJesu lo ne six pack
On a six
oyisgora.
pack. Wow.
Yes.
Wow, wow, wow.
Ah, this is modern. Let's talk about
It's
U2K where's son.
it's an interesting architecture, isn't it? These are the things that one can actually now just go in depth and like, why was it built this way? You know, it's
Why the
beautiful,
lights
but
like this?
why are the lights hanging like this? Why is the everything around
So
the
the
altar?
altar is in the middle?
It's in the middle, and then there's the seats are all around.
Whoa.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no front
So there is the only place where there's no seats is here in the back. Let me put my
behind.
laser behind the altar where the cross is. Well, actually,
And where's the
the
tabernacle?
the tabernacle in this church is to the side somewhere. I don't know. I probably have better pictures of it, but I don't see it here. But it's nearby. Don't worry, it's not too far.
But it's not around the altar or the
No,
sanctuary.
no, 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 no. It's outside of the sanctuary. I think there it's over there. Where's my laser pointer? I think it's over there somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. But
A
yeah,
parish like that is a Immaculate Conception in Pinetown.
okay.
And the first time I attended mass there, I was like, where are they taking Jesus? Because they'd leave. It's like, hold on, yep.
Don't take him away now.
Don't take him away. Only to realize after like so long that, oh, okay. It's
It's
on
on
the
the side.
side.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
almost at the back.
yeah. It's like
That's another
I think
interesting
that's exactly. Certain decisions are made about where the tabernacle is placed and things like that. I mean, traditionally it used to be
yes.
just behind the altar or just to the side of the altar, but now some places will have a separate side chapel where they have the
Yes.
tabernacle, which is also
Yes.
beautiful because now you can go have a dedicated area to pray in front of the tabernacle
Yes.
to Christ and the Blessed Sacrament. Okay,
I
but
don't
this is a
know.
beautiful church. It's huge as well. It serves a large population. It has many masses on a Sunday. Um, it's mostly English. I think there is one Zulu or Sotho mass on a Sunday. And it's always packed. Like you get there, the traffic is jam packed.
North Riding. Okay.
Yeah,
St.
yeah.
John.
And okay, that's the one photo I
Outside
have of
does not
myself.
look. Ah, our fave.
So
Our fave.
oh, Bishop
Yes.
Mpambane, bless. Yeah, and he remembered me. It had been so many years since I'd seen him, and he remembered me. I was like, yay!
Yay. Okay, so the story why we love Bishop Bamban is that he used to visit when he was a priest, before he was bishop, he used to visit our parish, a quiz. And
Yes.
we were altar servers. So it's always lovely to, you know, and then he was bishop. I saw him in Bloom. We had a workshop, yeah, youth corner, and yeah, he's very pleasant, very lovely. And you know, in that year, I think I saw him like every weekend, once a month, because we had the SSCBC Youth and Young Adults Conference in
Yeah.
Bloemfontein in his diocese, and then Kwagcotshwa Bishop Zondi,
Okay.
and then Kwagcotshwa Bishop Mazibuko,
Oh
like two
wow.
months after.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you saw him, like,
And there was a death of a priest, Father Gumede OMI,
yes,
at
yes,
my
yes.
parish. So he was buried he was not buried, but his requiem was at St. Mary's,
Oh,
And
okay.
when priests buried bishops, there was I think there were four. I think it was him
Okay.
and Bishop Frank, and Bishop Mbuyisa. So I was
Yeah.
like,
It's like,
I
oh,
I didn't see you
wow,
for 20 years. Now I've seen you 5 times in like 6 months.
it's
And he's a
crazy.
pleasant bishop, one so
He
kind,
really is. He really
so
is.
kind.
Yeah. So
Okay, this is
this,
Mater Dolorosa,
yes,
Kensington.
in Kensington, a beautiful parish. Again, here I went on a Saturday. There was a special mass being said, and I was invited, so I went. But gorgeous parish. They sang the Gloria in Latin, which was amazing. And another thing that
Ooh,
I actually forgot to say, what I do sometimes is I'll make recordings of the music that is being sung at these parishes. So I've got like quite a long, a big repository of now Catholic music. Not very good
post
quality.
it,
I do
post it,
sometimes. I post it on my TikTok. Um,
and I'll be sure to plug your TikTok.
Yeah, I
Yes.
haven't been very good in sharing a lot of it, but more recently I've been trying more regularly to post it and things like
But wait, before we continue, Untlaga is one of the people who actually started this online content creation way before,
that. Way before it became a thing, right? Yeah,
like
you're right.
like 15 or 10 years ago,
Yeah,
um, that you just used to take photos with your phone, with your cellular phone,
with the terrible quality and just
terrible
post
quality, and then just post it
on Facebook and on YouTube
on
actually.
YouTube, because
Yeah, you're
those
right.
videos are
Yes,
still there
they're
if you
still there.
type. Because I saw myself, I think I was in first year or maybe second year. Okay, maybe I was in first year as an artist
Yeah,
server
yeah.
in Bali. So you started this online Catholic content creation long, long
Eh,
ago.
Ngawenzeleni somehow, but I'm back.
I think it's also because you went abroad.
That's
Um,
true. That's true
but
too.
when you
Yeah,
visited, especially Equays, because the music in Mbali was always
it was
it
fire.
has always been excellent.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, no, I mean, I used to do it. It was we used to use the hashtag or the tagline Catholic Youth SA or something. Yeah, one of those
Hey,
days because
but we're still in here. We're
but
still
we're
in
still
it.
here. We're still
We're
here. We're
still
still here.
here.
Yeah. Okay. So then is Regina Mundi, which is a very historical parish, Soweto.
It's on my
Um,
to-do list.
it's truly a spectacle. It's a beautiful, massive parish. It's probably the biggest parish in
It is
Johannesburg.
the biggest, yeah.
Yeah. Um, and it's got so much history, political, church history, social history. So if you're ever in the area, please go and visit.
And of course, me, I love a black Jesus. I love a black Mary. I love a black Mary. In any poster that I do, you will never find a white Mary. I love me a black
Okay,
Jesus.
I think we have to. I mean, if you ever go to like a Korean church, you'll never see a white Mary or a white Jesus. They'll interpret those figures in ways that they can recognize. So we should do the
For
same.
us, it's not even an interpretation. These people are African. They are not white people.
That's true.
Okay?
That's true. That
Can take me to the bank.
is.
Anyway, what's the one? I love this
It's
semicircle, whatchamacall. This is somewhere where I'm going to go
please
probably
do.
this year.
Please do. Let me know. I'll join you. It's a great parish to go to. Then Church of the Resurrection in Dawn Park. It's a newish building, again, 2015. So there was a big sort of rise in new church buildings between 2012 and 2018 that are like newer designs, smaller buildings, but newer designs, just to cater for the growing communities around specific areas. So Church of the Resurrection was, excuse me, a new church opened in 2015. Amazing choir. There is a recording of the sanctus that I made at this church, which to this day blesses my heart so much. I will share it with you. It's in Sutu, but it's beautiful. It's yeah. Yeah, no, it's something else. Okay, I'm gonna go relatively quickly on this because there's 115, so we're on only on 26.
Okay, so we're gonna need a part 2.
Okay, we can do a part 2, that's for sure. Because this will be, whew, yeah. But
We
let's
can
get to
do,
30. Let's get to 30 maybe. Or maybe should we get to like 50?
let's get to 5:30.
5:30. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so this is Blessed Isidore Bakanja. And I say here the old structure because this church has been demolished, and they've built a new church in the same area, a bigger church which can accommodate people better. And
Okay.
it looks great. It hasn't been officially opened yet, but the people are already using it and it's gorgeous. Like I said, it's a Soweto. Again, music was fire here. There was a recording that I made here of the Psalm of the day. Sunday, number 17 thing. And that one is on my TikTok and it is, blew my mind. Another
Beautiful. We
thing,
love Soweto.
we love Soweto. Another thing which has been really wonderful in this journey is that people are curious. Why we are every week? You know, and I'm like, well, I love my faith, but also join me, come and see what I'm seeing. And so I've had friends and who are Catholic and non-Catholic join me in coming to Mass. And that's been a real joy to share my faith with friends and family and just bring them closer to Christ. You know, if they choose to then carry on by themselves, wonderful. But even if it's just a once-off encounter and that they actually like really get something from it, I'm happy. You know, so it's been
Yeah.
really, really, really great. It's a form of evangelization without sort of being persuasive or, you know, in someone's face. So just come and see where I go. Come and see what I do.
Yes. I think Saint Francis of Assisi speaks about that. Would he evangelize all the time, and if you must use your words,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
So faith in action is more um institutional. It builds a bigger character for self and for others as well.
100%. Okay. So
And
then
it's the year
after
of Saint Francis Kosiam.
it is, you're right.
Anyway, Skubek. Saint Cosmas and Damien.
Yes.
Damian.
Damian,
Damayan.
yes. Yes. Their
Damien.
feast, I don't know if they were twins. I don't think they were twins, no. But they were martyred at the same time. And so that's why this is named in both their honor. A church in Cosmos City. It's a beautiful church. I've only been there once, unfortunately. I want to go back again.
Hey, but
And
Cosmo na iseceleni nje.
Iseceleni. I mean, all of these places is Iseceleni, but you know, if you're willing to go, you go.
It looks like a
Um,
school. Yeah, but from outside.
It kind of does, you're right. Also, my photos are not great, guys. I really need to do like a photography course. Like if I had a proper DLR camera, like I could take all those zoom angles and whatnot. Oh, the things I show you. But alas, I'm just using my phone. So yeah.
Yes, because the pictures are not they're not the joy. The joy is the
No.
experience.
The joy is the experience, 100%.
Yes. We're just grateful
Okay,
that there is some.
exactly. Oh, sorry, this one
Leondale.
I didn't edit this slide well, but anyway, this is Leondale. This is a
You didn't
relatively
edit it
new.
at all.
That's true. I literally just put the photos on here. Askisin.
Saint
Say San Salvador. Okay, let me edit it now because wow.
Leondale Jameston.
Ihlazo. Oh no, don't stop sharing. No. What am I doing? Okay, wait. I want to end the slideshow and then just show a bit more about this church. Give me 1 second. Please work. My laptop sometimes decides to just do random things.
No, all laptops.
Okay, there we go. That's a bit better. Okay, let's do that. And let me know when it comes back online.
We're on.
There we
Right.
go. Okay. So San
Okay.
Salvador in Leondale, Germiston. It's a huge church. They just opened it in 2023, but the community has been there for a while. It's just that they didn't have an official church. But then they built
Where
a
is this
church.
thing that the church is suffering? People are leaving the church because
That's a
people
good
are full
question.
in the parishes. Parishes
That is a
are
good
ripping at
point.
the seams. They
Yeah,
are
yeah,
every Easter vigil, there's new
that is
adults
true.
coming
That is
in.
true.
Never mind the
I think
babies.
I think maybe the rate of growth is slower than it used to be, but it's still growing.
I think it's growing. I think it's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, there's
Because
been a
2023
resurgence
is
of it
really, really, it's just now.
just now, exactly, just now.
Awu
Um,
bakithi Bishop Bhuti ave sebenzile.
I also Benzulu Putishan in his 20 years as
Bekufanele
bishop here.
aphumule. Yeah.
In his 20 years as bishop, he did a lot, Shem. He did a real lot.
Because all of these,
Um,
Jay, there's something there.
his name is there, exactly. Okay. Then there's St. Therese Parish in Alberton. Again, I went on a Saturday evening, so I didn't really take the best pictures. But also, the geometry of the church didn't allow me to take nice pictures. It was just weird. Um, yeah, forgive me. Go back and take some better pictures one day. But yeah,
One day is one day.
I didn't do a very good job here. But it was a beautiful
What we'll
parish.
also do is maybe when things are online or whatever, people can also add their pictures.
Mm,
Saint Teresa, okay, we have one in Chang,
yeah,
the little
we've got
flower.
we've got 3 St. Teresa's in Archdiocese of Johannesburg. This is the first of them, and then there's St. Teresa in Edenvale, and then there's a St. Teresa Zondo Soweto.
The same saint,
Actually there's 2 St. Teresas, Teresa of Avila and Teresa
the little flower.
the Little Flower. This one is Little Flower, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me not lie to you.
But I don't think we're allowed to do that in one diocese.
We have multiple St. Anthony's of Padua here. We have got multiple St. Martin de Porres's. We've got multiple. I don't know. Maybe not in the same deanery, but we've got 2 Sacred Hearts, and those 2 are actually in the same deanery. So I don't
Okay,
know. I don't know what the rules are about that.
something to think about.
Something to think about. We can ask our canon lawyer friends out there.
Our cleric, our
Exactly.
cleric friends. Okay, Saint
St.
Paul Itzakane.
St.
I
Paul
have
Itzakane.
trauma with Itzakane,
Why? What happened?
not the parish,
Oh,
just
okay,
the
good.
area, because in my first job, I used to do river work. And the river in Tsakane was the most polluted.
Ooh,
It was
yeah,
the most polluted. So I'm always like, ugh, you're
yeah.
on a force law.
Oh no, yeah, no, I'm sorry. Um, I went here on the Feast of the Assumption, which is a difficult feast theologically, right? But I think the priest did a good job that day of explaining the dogma of the Assumption, and the choir here was fire. Like the Gloria that I recorded here is on my TikTok, and it was just top notch. Then we went to St. Joseph in Actonville. It's an interesting building. Look at the shape of it, over there.
It feels like Jan van Riebeeck.
Yes,
It's
actually,
giving
it's the
like it
Cape,
was
the
the
Cape
first.
Colony.
Yes. How old is this?
It was built in 1951, so it's not that old.
So it's not that old.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's old, but it's not that old. It's not
It's
like
not
100
that
years old.
old.
Yeah, yeah. But it's been extended. So it was extended in 2010 because the parish community was growing. They serve a very multiracial community. There's a sort of colored and Indian part of that region. There's Nabantu Abamnyama. And so they've got 2 masses, one in English and then one in Zulu Sotho. But yeah, it's a beautiful parish. Beautiful parish.
Okay.
I was unfortunately here recently for a funeral of a young man. And yeah, it was tragic, but we pray for his soul.
Aphumule
Um,
ngobuhle. I
So,
see it.
but
It's giving normal church though.
yeah,
The windows. I don't
yes,
like writing. I don't like writing at the back, okay?
writing
At
at the
the
back.
of the altar.
Oh, yeah, it's yeah, fair,
It's just I
fair.
know it's a personal like thing. Like just don't write stuff, okay?
Just put
At
stuff.
least lights. I'm the bread of the I'm the bread of life. Sometimes it's like
Yeah.
the whole mission or
No. Put that
you
at the back of the
know.
church. Yeah. Fair. So then there's St. Augustine's, which I clearly also didn't edit this slide. Oh, guys, I guess I was doing this late last night.
It's all right.
But you can, at least this one you can see quite nicely. There's a baptismal font. There's a beautiful
Jamestown.
sanctuary. This is in Germiston CBD, so it's not a very nice area to drive through, but it's a beautiful parish.
It looks
And
lovely.
I'll say that a lot of the more inner city parishes in all of these small towns and clusters are serving a larger sort of migrants population, people who have come from other countries in Africa, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Nigeria, etc. So the masses are in English, but you'll also have singing in Shona, you'll have Yoruba, you'll have this, you'll have that, and it really brings the church that the
And the
fact that
drums.
it's universal. And the drums, yes, you can't
Yeah,
forget the drums.
I love
Okay,
it. I love the drums. Okay.
that's one. Then we have St. Louis Bertrand in Painville and Springs. I almost didn't find this one, but eventually, by sheer grace,
It's
I
not giving
somehow
much.
it's an older church. So this was the original church before the Group Areas Act was put into place. Ithema yakhiwa emveni kwale parish. Abantu baseThema babesonta lakuqala. Then they were moved and they were taken to Kwatema. And then this parish was left in an area which was predominantly Indian colored at the time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But there've been more people coming back into that area. So yeah, it was a lovely parish. Ngangikhona lana kungeniswa omama emhlanganweni ka-Anna.
Was
And it
it
was a
Palm
beautiful.
Sunday?
No, it wasn't. It looks like palms there on the altar, right? I think that's just what they use as decoration. It wasn't Palm Sunday, no. So
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Then we have St. Nicholas in Davidson. Beautiful church. I went here on a Saturday, but I
We're
have
saying
gone.
beautiful church a lot.
Look, for me, they are all beautiful.
I think we need other adjectives in part two. We need better.
Okay, okay,
All of it
okay.
says like, oh, it's beautiful.
Fair.
But this is beautiful. I like the outside. About that cross.
Yeah. You
Love
know
it.
that this is a church. Exactly.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Parking is not great, but it's fine. You make a plan. It was built in
1955.
1955, yeah, and then extended in 2005.
Old church, golden oldie. Nice.
Yeah, one
Beautiful.
of the original churches in Davidson when Davidson was established.
The inside looks Nigerian.
Does it?
My parish, most of these rocky backgrounds,
Ah, okay.
tily, I don't know how to put it, but it just reminded me of the parish I attend in Niger States. Okay,
Okay.
St.
Okay.
Nicholas.
Yep. And again, I've got a video of St. Nicholas on my TikTok. Then we have St. Peregrine Laziosi. So in this journey, I've also come across saints who I've never heard of. I was like,
I
who
was
on
about
earth
to
is
be
this
like,
St.
okay,
Peregrine? Who is that? But he was an Italian saint, one of the 7 holy founders of the Servites, which is a religious congregation. It's a very geometrically interesting building. Again, I couldn't really get a nice sort of clear picture of it because there's just angles and corners and things and whatnot.
okay.
But yeah,
We see
I
the
enjoyed
altar.
myself there. Yeah, you see, as long as you see the altar, you see the tabernacle, we're good to go. um,
Peregrine.
Yes. Then there was another Church of the Resurrection, but this time in Bryanston. I went here in the evening of the, I think I won't forget the date because it was the date that I'd been to an ordination in the morning. Then I went to this mass in the evening. Bryanston, it's a newish building. If I'm not mistaken. Because I went on a Saturday night, I didn't really get a full experience of like the full parish. But I celebrated mass. Well, I didn't celebrate. I partook in the mass. I can't
Let's
celebrate
not get
mass.
ahead of ourselves. Geometry also looks funny.
Yeah, it's quite, yeah, I don't know, but I love the background here, the resurrection, the resurrected Christ coming through the window there.
One thing about online ministry or things like media and Catholic media is that people get the wrong images for the wrong titles. Like we have different Marys, we have different Jesuses. There's a Sacred Heart Jesus. There is a um Divine Mercy Jesus. And I'm like, I'm so pedantic about those things. I'm like, you are using the wrong Jesus in your slide. This poster is the wrong Mary.
It's the
You
wrong
are
one.
using the wrong Mary.
Yeah.
Always. So I like that you've just clearly said, Utsi, which Jesus this is.
The resurrected Jesus.
As Church of the Resurrection. I love it. It's like
It makes sense, right?
in my heart, I'm like, yes, we thought this through and we are aligned. It's like
100%.
if it's like Pentecost and maybe they're doing slides and you're having doves. I'm like, that Pentecost, it was flames, ne? Just read the reading so that you know the number of flames.
Oh gosh.
Or just don't
There
put
was
the flames. Just don't
there
do
was
it.
there was a Facebook rant a few years ago. There was a priest, I won't mention his name, but there was a priest who was saying that nina-ke abapriest abazobe nigqoke ivathe ey'bomvu ngePentecost, cela ningafaki-ke passion symbols. Cela nifake tongues of fire, as you say, from the scripture, tongues of fire, not the nails from Good Friday.
Please. Yes, because the red of Good Friday is not the red of
It's not the red of
Pentecost, okay?
Pentecost.
Please. Or else just have a plain red
A
garment,
plain
okay?
one,
Right? I'm that person. And I just wish that people who do slides and do posters, since now we're doing a lot of this online
Let's think about it.
advertising,
Yeah,
we need to think about it and actually
exactly.
run maybe a cause or something on just like, it's not just
Catholic
colors.
branding,
Yeah. Or
Catholic
like
liturgical branding, whatever you want to call it.
Sanctus and Umvana, it's just divine Irosali versus chaplets, those things, the Mary of Assumption and the Mary of Fatima and the Mary
Yes,
of Queenship
different.
and the Immaculate Conception of Mary. All of these things, all of them are different. Yeah. But I digress. But it's just like,
It's a good point to raise, though.
I love this. I was like, yeah, well, we're doing well. Saint Martin de Porres, popular saint.
A very popular saint. And like I said, there's
Galuskidal.
Gelukskal.
Hey, it's the east.
It's a colored community. Yeah, it's in the East Rand, near Brakpan. I don't remember how old this church is, but I was really impressed by the music. I enjoyed myself thoroughly there. I'm trying to avoid the word beautiful, as you've said, but it was a lovely church. Like it came together beautifully. It's the grotto outside was really nice.
We need more images of the grottos, okay?
Okay, and I've got
grotto, and the outside.
And the outside, yeah.
And the label.
The church thing.
No.
What
The
label?
founded by.
Oh, that. Yeah. I mean,
It's not
and
the
then
label. What's the right word?
the foundation stone.
Yes, the foundation stone. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yabo, for part 2.
And I think for the majority of them, I do have, but I just didn't put everything on my slides.
No, it's not that I see
So
the grotto. I'm like, those are lovely things to look at and compare.
exactly.
Yes. Stony
So
grotto. Okay.
yeah. Then there's the other Centuries in Edenvale this time. It's a big parish as well,
It
run by
looks
the Oblates.
spacious.
It's very spacious. It's got just benches for days.
Yeah.
And it's also a very weird shape. I think like the plot of land that they have is next to a school. So they had to build lengthways, but they found a unique way of being able to just make it work. I've been there for a couple of Sunday masses, and while I'm there, I found a book there. Where is it? Um, right behind me. A book called Calls to Serve. I don't know if you can see that, which is a pictographic. Basically, what I've done, but they've already done it for the diocese, is all the parishes are listed in here up until 2023. So there've been a few more parishes built since then, which have been opened, which are not in here. But it's a book which basically catalogs the entire diocese, and it gives the history, it gives context and everything for each parish.
Love this.
Yeah.
Love this. We need more of that, more of this type of work.
Absolutely. Okay, I think let's stop here for today on this church, which is again St. Martin de Porres.
Let's stop at 40. It's weird to stop at 39.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Come on now.
Okay, I get you. St. Martin de Porres in Craighall Park. It's a small church in a very nice part of Johannesburg. But the faith community is really active. They've got adoration during the week. They've got a very vibrant youth group. And it's also the site of the retirement home for the priests of Johannesburg. Their retirement home is right next door.
Okay.
So you do
So
have
they're
quite a
like
lot of
taken care of by this community?
not necessarily taken care by them, but I think there's a relationship that they have with them. So sometimes the retired priest will come and say mass here because Penasibeshil pants, but they still want to, celebrate mass.
Yes.
So
Love
they
it.
will come here.
I also like the window, the stained glass images at the
Yes,
back.
at the back there. Yeah, I can't remember
Lovely.
what they were particularly, but they were beautiful.
Love it. Huhle.
And then this is Saint Anthony Maria Pucci in Duduza, another saint who I'd never heard of. This is
Maria Pucci.
It's a small parish, but it packs a punch. There's a couple of priests who have come from this parish. Excuse me, and yeah, I enjoyed the mass there. The day I went, kwangeniswa abantwana emhlanganweni kaMaria.
Okay.
Which is quite nice. The children of Mary is such an active fidelity in Johannesburg. It's beautiful to see.
I've
And
seen
they
them on
support each
TikTok.
other. Yeah.
I've seen them on TikTok and they are vibrant and
Very,
baningi.
yeah. And the funeral that I was at last week actually, the president of the Children of Mary in the Archdiocese, very eloquent, very well-versed young man. So I was like, wow, there's hope for us, guys. Love
it. I also love that the Children of Mary, okay, we're entering into another topic. Let's just leave it there.
Let's leave.
But that's
that's another topic that we can discuss.
Yes, but I do think that in KZN they are pouring a lot into vocations like priesthood and religious sisters. Okay, not so much religious sisters in KZN, but or they just stay Children of Mary till they're elders, which is a bit controversial in some areas. But yeah, so teen.
Yeah.
Saint Anthony Maria Pucci in Duduza. Okay. All right, let's wrap it up.
let's stop there for today.
At 40, that's a
At
healthy
40,
stop.
that's a good number. Yeah, 40 days of Lent,
Yes.
you know, and whatnot.
40
So
years in
40 years in the desert,
in the
indeed.
desert. 40 days after Good Friday we have Pentecost. I love it. This is yabo kahab san. No, thank you so much. Thank you also for preparing this. I think it's one of those things that will stay online for a long time, and just people will keep on coming back and just interacting with. And people I know always want to see their own personal parish. Did he speak about it? What did they say?
What did he say?
But
So
all of
I
our
think,
views are very personal views. They're not.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you. Yes, exactly.
They are
I'm not
very
trying to
personal.
compare. I'm not trying to compare parishes. I'm literally
We
just
have not
going
compared
as a stranger.
intentionally.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I just go to experience the space.
And there are notes that things like time and parking and those administrative notes
Small things
that would be published maybe in our spreadsheets when you're done.
I've literally got a spreadsheet, so yes.
Yeah, but so it's not a critique. We're not the
exactly
principal. We're not sent, but the pilgrimage is still going on, and we wish you the best for those last couple of parishes.
Thank you.
I think maybe in 2 weeks we'll meet again and we will look at the next 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
It might be 3 parts then because there's 133 to go. So
it's okay. It's okay.
We got time.
We've got time and we have the resources because you've done this over years.
Yeah, literally.
It's actually an injustice if we want to rush it in an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bo. But I would like to hear some of your views. I know I've had views on the structure, the architecture, the imagery, the community, all of that. So I think there's a lot we can learn from each other from this experience. So thank you so much, Tlaga.
Absolute pleasure. I really enjoyed it.
All right. We'll see you guys on part 2. Let me stop recording. Able.